Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Williams Grove Speedway for the 2024 Stop Motion National Open. It is not only the National Open, as some of you may know that Riley Emig has recently been killed in a motorcycle accident. This will also be a memorial race for Riley Emig. So we will have 4 heats with 5 laps the distance, then a C main if needed, which will be 8 laps, and then a 10-lap B main. And then the final thing to close out the night, the 15-lap feature. We're going to have a lot of fun here tonight, but before we do so, we're going to ask that you please rise and remove cover as we pay our respects to Riley Emig and his family. Riley started his racing career at just 6 years old, racing go-karts. He was the 2021 Rookie of the Year with the 358 Sprint Car Series at Lincoln Speedway, and then again in 2022 with the 410 Sprint Cars. He stopped racing in 410 sprint car competition in general this year in 2024, and then just on July 13th, he was killed in a motorcycle accident. So now we ask for a moment of silence for Riley Emig. Thank you. And now we move on to the national anthem. The World of Outlaws Stop Motion Sprint Car Series welcomes you to the Williams Grove Speedway. And ladies and gentlemen, in honor of Riley Emig, are you ready to go racing? Riley is watching over us tonight, and we are ready to go for heat race number 1. Here is your starting lineup. Starting on the pole, you got Lance DeWeese on his outside, the Texas Ranger, Aaron Reitzel. Starting third is Sheldon Honshield, and fourth is Spencer Baston. Starting 5th is $1 Million Man Logan Schuchart alongside Brock Zierfoss. Starting 7th is the Daredevil Devin Borden alongside Sam Haferteep Jr. Starting 9th is the 55 of Mike Wagner alongside Rico Abreu. And rounding out the field in heat number 1 is Tyler Ross. Drivers have been fired off, and ladies and gentlemen, let's head down to the track to start the first heat race of the night. The green flag is out. In turn number 1, Lance DeWeese will lead around the bottom side of the racetrack, and he's going to lead lap number 1. And here comes the Daredevil on the top side of the racetrack. Devin Borden already into the top 5. Borden has found something on the top side of the racetrack, and he picks off another one. He's going to look to the inside of Spencer Basin. He's got the position. Now he has his sights set on Lance DeWeese. I don't think he's going to make it. White flag is out for DeWeese. He tries the top side and hits the wall. Devin Borden has closed in. Out of turn 4. Borden's going to steal the win at the line. I don't know about you, but I'm absolutely shocked. The Daredevil steals the win from 7th. He ripped the top side of the speedway the entire race, and he's definitely going to be a factor later on. Heat number 2 coming onto the speedway now. Here is your starting lineup. Starting on the pole, you got David Gravel alongside Kyle Larson in row 1. In row 2, you got Casey Kane and Brent Marks. In row 3, you got Brian Brown and Shane Stewart. In row 4, you got Lucas Wolf and TJ Stutz. In row 5, you got Freddie Raymer and McKenna Hassey. And rounding out the field was scheduled to be Dominic Scelzi, although he did not make it out as he has a problem. So that means there will only be 10 cars in this race. But anyway, they have been pushed off, and we are ready to go for heat number 2. Gravel going to get the jump out of turn 4, leading in the first turn. Front marks already into second, but Kyle Larson says no, sir. Casey Kane also gets by the 19. Gravel leads lap 1 and is going to continue pulling away. Here comes Casey Kane. Not going to work out there. He's going to try the bottom, but Kyle Larson has come back, and Kane takes the spot. Gravel still pretty far ahead with the race lead as Larson and Kane continue to duke it out. David Gravel might have an easy win on Kyle Larson and Casey Kane. Maybe not. Here comes Larson. Gravel got into the wall, and he's going to do it again. Kyle Larson steals the lead. Into 3 and 4. They'll see the checker flag. Kyle Larson wins Heat 2. Man, that was a crazy last lap. Kyle Larson steals the win when David Gravel hit the wall twice. Once coming out of 4 and once heading into turn 1. Larson and Gravel will head to the qualified dash later on tonight, and here comes heat number 3 on the racetrack now. Here is your starting lineup. Starting on the pole, you got Carson Macedo, and on his outside is Anthony Macri. Starting third is Hot Sauce Giovanni Scelzi alongside Brendan Crouch. Starting fifth is Brad Sweet, and in sixth is Zeb Wise. Starting seventh is Corey Day, and starting eighth is Justin Peck. Starting ninth is Jacob Allen, and rounding out the field is Tyler Courtney. Drivers have been fired off and are getting lined up now, and we're going to head down to the track to start heat race number 3. Green flag is out. Macri's going to take the early lead into turn number 1. Gio Scelzi moves up to second. Tyler Courtney up the inside, up through the field now. He wants more, and he's hard to the wall, flipping wildly down the front stretch. Red flags is finally coming to a stop. Safety crews rushing to the scene immediately, and the car bursts into flames just to make things worse. Fire extinguishers immediately put to work. Oh man, that was one of the worst crashes that I have ever seen. Again, the safety team quickly on the scene as they're going to make sure Tyler Courtney's alright. And there are parts scattered all over the racetrack. And it looks like Brendan Crouch and Carson Macedo have also hopped out of their race cars to help the safety team and help get Tyler Courtney out of the car. Or at least what once was a 410 sprint car. I don't even know what even happened to start this wreck, but we're going to take a look at the replay here. I think he slid up too much and ran out of real estate. Oh, yeah. Man, a hard hit to the wall, and that's what triggered the chain reaction and sent the 7BC tumbling. And we just got word from the safety officials that Tyler Courtney has been knocked out after that incident. So the ambulance is going to take him to the nearby hospital to get him checked out. We're going to have sunshine in our prayers tonight, and we're going to hope that he's going to be all right. That's the hard part about sprint car racing, risking that happening. These drivers are risking their lives for our entertainment every night. There are some violent wrecks, and we just saw another one. The remains of the 7BC are being towed back to the pits. We're going to head to a commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All the debris from the shattered 7BC has been cleaned up, and the cars have been pushed back off and lined up. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to relight the fire and kick the tires for heat race number 3 as they come to the chalk line in turn 4. Macri's going to get the jump again on Corey Day, and Brad Sweet already wasting no time and getting into second. Here comes Carson Macedo to the inside. Giovanni Scelzi is going to get the best of that battle and coming to second. Macri is quickly pulling away from the rest of the field as he has about a second on them now. Burnham Crouch now looking for the 4 spot from Carson Macedo. It will not happen there. They are still side by side out of 4. Brad Sweet also trying to get by Giovanni Selzy. It's just not working out there. As here comes Anthony Macri for the white flag. 1 more lap to go in Heat 3. Anthony Macri has put on a dominating performance in Heat number 3, leading every single lap to the checkered. Anthony Macri wins Heat 3. Man, what a run by the Concrete Kid. Anthony Macri dominating heat race number 3, leading every single lap. He's definitely going to be one to watch here in the feature. Up next is heat number 4, but first we have an update on Tyler Courtney's condition. He is awake and alert and is talking to the doctors at the local hospital. Great news for Sunshine, and we'll hope that he can come back for the next race. Glad to see Sunshine is awake. Up next is the final heat of the night. Here is your starting lineup. On the front row, you got Danny Dietrich alongside Donnie Schatz. And in row 2, you got Logan Wagner and Dylan Norris. In row 3, you got Kerry Madsen and Craig Kinzer. In row 4, you got Ian Madsen making his first appearance in the World of Outlaws Stop Motion Sprint Car Series. And Austin McCarl to his outside. And the final row includes Justin Sanders on the inside and Shane Golobic on the outside. We got trouble even before the race begins. Austin McCarl stopped in turn number 2. Looks like he has a locked up rear axle, so he will not be able to start this race, and he might be scratched for the night. But anyway, the drivers have been pushed off and lined up, and we are ready to drop the green flag for the 4th and final heat race for the Champion Racing Oil Stop Motion National Open. Green flag is out. Danny Dietrich going to get the early jump and lead into the first corner. Donnie Schatz following into second. Logan Wagner's going to look to the inside as Danny Dietrich is about a 4 to lead lap 1. Wagner still challenging Schatz for the second position. Not going to work out there. They're going to go wheel to wheel into 3 and 4. Wagner prevails to take the 3rd position. Ian Madsen now rapidly closing in on Danny Dietrich. Ian Madsen knocking on the door, and he's going to make his move. Down below Dietrich, you got a new leader, and it's Ian Madsen. White flag is out. His first time in Central Pennsylvania since 2021, and his debut with the series tonight, Ian Madsen wins heat number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, he is back like he never left. Ian Madsen winning heat number 4 in his first time back in Central Pennsylvania since 2021, and with his debut with the series. He's definitely going to be one to watch here tonight in the feature. And up next is the B main. We are going to head to a quick commercial break before we do so, though. We'll be right back. We have one more thing that we need to cover in this video, and that is the schedule. There will be many big payday races, so let's see what the schedule is like. Let's go. We have 8 races on the schedule for the World of Outlaws Stop Motion Late Models. Our first stop will be Knoxville Raceway. That race will pay $50,000 to win. Next up is Eldora Speedway for the Eldora Late Model Million. The next 4 races will be in Pennsylvania. First up, Williams Grove Speedway with $20,000 to win. Up next is Port Royal Speedway with $40,000 to win. Then we will be at the Babs Motor Speedway for $15,000 to win. And then $100,000 to win at Lincoln Speedway. After Lincoln, we head to the Midwest for the Ironman 55 Late Model Edition at the Federated Auto Parts Raceway at I-55. And the final race, which will crown the champion of the World of Outlaws Stop Motion Late Model Series, is the World Finals at the Dirt Track at Charlotte. It'll be $500,000 to win that night, and the champion gets a bonus of $10,000. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the B main, and it's raining. Well, you know what this means. It is time to draw 4 drivers to go to the A main. 5 professionals are allowed tonight, and those will be decided by whoever gets to use them first. We have 4 names. Those drivers are Freddie Raymer, Sheldon Hodenshield, Mike Wagner, and Jacob Allen. Those 4 drivers will be going to the feature event, and there are 5 spots left for provisionals, and if you want a spot in the feature, you might want to hurry up. But we are now on a rain delay, so I guess back to a commercial. We'll be right back after this. 2.5 hours later. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. After a 2.5 hour rain delay, we are ready to go for the feature, but first we gotta announce the drivers that are taking provisionals. And those drivers are McKenna Hassey, Lucas Wolf, TJ Stutz, Zeb Wise, and Corey Day. Those 5 drivers will be moving on to the A main, and unfortunately everyone else will not. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for qualifying events. And you know what that means. It is time for the 2024 Stop Motion Riley Emig National Open feature event. Here is your starting lineup. Starting 29th from Clovis, California, in the Rush Truck Setters Toco Curb Records Digital Ally card number 14, it's Corey Day. Starting 28th from Angola, Indiana, and the Hager Reality Services Rudine Racing Race Rudine Foundation Fatheads card number 26, Zeb Wise. Starting 27th from Liverpool, Pennsylvania, in the Quaker State, Remy Village Square Plaza, Hickory Run Orchards card number 11T, this is TJ Stunts. Starting 26th from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, in the Hollinger Alabach Racing Pabst Blue Ribbon Orange Cray Brewing Company, Stinger Race Parts car number 5W, it's the Beer Wagon, Lucas Wolf. Starting 25th from Des Moines, Iowa, in the Delta Dental Viva Lee Casey General Store Auto Jet car number 55H, it's Sassy McKenna Hassey. Starting 24th from Hanover, Pennsylvania, in the Shark Racing, Dryden Racing Formulas, Pell's Tire Service, Dewey's Racing Engines, car number 1A, this is Jacob Allen. Starting 23rd from Harrisonville, Pennsylvania, in the Valvoline Motor Oil, Alex Bowman Racing, Mac McGee Motorsports, car number 55, this is the legend, Mike Wagner. Starting 22nd from Wooster, Ohio, in the San Antonio Marshall Racing, Nauset Drink, West Tennessee, Hunt Brothers Pizza, car number 17, Sheldon Hardenshield. Starting 21st from Salfordville, Pennsylvania, in the Focus Brothers Trucking, Toyota Racing Development, Mobile 1 RSR, car number 8, Little Fast Freddie Kramer. Starting 20th from Bloomington, Indiana, in the Remy John Christopher Trucking, Vasily Valley Transportation, Quaker State, car number 11K, Craig Kinzer. Starting 19th from Lubbock, Texas, in the Indy Race Parts High Plains Boating Division, Wilson Record Service, car number 11, this is Brenham Crown. Starting 18th from Higginsville, Missouri, in the Casey General Store, FVP, Andy's Frozen Custard Rowdy Energy, car number 21, Blackjack Brian Brown. Starting 17th from Jonestown, Pennsylvania, in the Milner Energy School, C&D Rigging, Heavy Equipment, Others Parts, New LZ Barn Grill, car number 3Z, the Jonestown Jet Brock Searfox. Starting 16th, the 10-time World of Outlaws champion from Fargo, North Dakota, in the Car Quest 4 Performance Sage Fruit Curb Records, car number 15, Donnie Shaw. Starting 15th from Melora, California, in the Outback Alternative, Ultimate Sons, Change Family, the Seal Valley Transportation, car number 41, Karsten Macedo. Starting 14th from Myerstown, Pennsylvania, in the M&M Painting Construction, Bass Paint Trucking Radio Hotel, Livewire Cousins, car number 19, it's the Myerstown Missile, Rick Mark. Starting 13th from Clute, Texas, in the Focus Brothers Trucking, STC RSR Mobile 1 VA Electric, car number 8, it's the Texas Ranger, Aaron Reitzel. Starting 12th from Harrisonville, Pennsylvania, in the Hess Ornamental Line, Rapid Tire, Branch Sign Shop, ChristOldTrackParts.com, car number 69K, it's the Pilot, Logan Wagner. Starting 11th, the 5-time and defending World of Outlaws champion from Grass Valley, California, in the Factory K Napa Auto Parts Team AC Curb Records, car number 49, it's the Big Jet Brad Sweet. Starting 10th from Enum Claw, Washington, the Fuel Me Caravan Trailers, Curb Records Team AC Napa Auto Parts, car number 9, Casey Kane. Starting 9th from Lebanon, Indiana, in the Signing Days Sport, Shoot Trim Combo, Bubbly Brands, Nice Green Atlantis, car number 5, Spencer Basted. Starting 8th from St. Mary's, New South Wales, Australia, in the Mordan Company, Pest Control, TK Concrete, Eco Mega Wash, car number 35, Ian Matson. Starting 7th from Fresno, California, in the Logan Contractor Supply, Aspen Air, Royal Form, Iowa Contracting, Head Body Shop, car number 18, Hot Sauce Giovanni Selby. Starting 6th from Raymond, Washington, in the Bear Archery, Swindell Speed by John Christopher Trucking, RFG, High Performance Lubricants, car number 39, the Daredevil Devin Borden. Starting 5th from Fayetteville, Pennsylvania, in the JNS Classic, C&D Rigging, Valley Supply, Rainy Shear Plumbing and Heating, car number 39D, it's Lance DeWeese. Starting 4th from Elk Grove, California, in the Public Builders Trucking, Billy Farms, Glen Stires Racing, HendrickCars.com, JBI Group, car number 57, Young Money Kyle Larson. Starting 3rd from Watertown, Connecticut, in the Houston Speedway, Billion Automotive, Jackson Motorflex, High Performance Lubricants, car number 2, David Gravel. On the outside of the front row from Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, In the Sanders Fruit Market, Watkins Livestock, Concord Expressway, Pace Performance, car number 48, Danny Dietrich. And on the pole for the National Open, from Dillsburg, Pennsylvania, JNS Classic C&E Rigging, Randy Shearer Plumbing and Heating, Valley Supply, car number 39M, the Concrete King, Anthony Macri. That is your starting lineup for this year's Stop Motion National Open. And now the cars are lined up and fired, and we're going to head down to the track for the greatest sight in all of motorsports, the Fort-wide salute. Riley Emig, this one's for you. Williams Grove Speedway, you wanted the best, you got them for of us. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the world of Outlaws Stop Motion Sprint Cars. As they get lined back up, the caution lights go out around the Williams Grove Speedway. 29 cars, 15 laps, and one winner. Ladies and gentlemen, it is almost go time at Williams Grove Speedway. Who is your pick? The thunder rolls, and it is about to get busy up in here. Green flag, we are racing. Macri leads into turn one. Here comes Gio Selby up in second. Feature takes the spot back, and Macri's going to lead the first lap of the feature. Selby looks underneath the 48 again and is successful. Here comes the 39. He lands the wheels with a huge run. He's got a problem. He's slowing on the front stretch. Trouble. Hard wreck there in turn two. The red flag is out, and that is going to be the 49 of Brad Sweet. The five-time champion and the defending champion for the World of Outlaws Stop Motion Sprint Car Series goes for a tumble in turns 1 and 2. That's going to hurt him big time in points. I'm not even sure what happened there. Let's go take a look at the replay and see what happened. Oh, he just jumped the cushion going into one, and it bit him in the center of turns 1 and 2, and he's hanging on for dear life from there. We just got word from the officials that Brad Sweet is okay. What a tough break for the big cat. His first ever DNF in the World of Outlaws Stop Motion Sprint Car Series comes tonight in the National Open. And Lance DeWeese is also out of the race, as you may have seen before this wreck. But enough about that, we're going to head back to green. Green flag. Danny Dietrich with an amazing restart, and he's going to get by the 39M for the race lead into turn 1. David Gravel now going to challenge the 39M of Anthony Macri in the 3. Danny Dietrich leads the lap. Gravel and Macri go side by side into turn 1. Dietrich continues to pull away, and we got trouble on the front stretch. Freddie Raymer goes around, and Craig Kinzer slows to a stop. And the caution is out for the second time tonight in the feature. Freddie Raymer goes around facing the wrong direction, and Craig Kinzer slows to a stop in the entrance of turn number 1. We're going to take a look at the replay here and see what happened. Now, it looks like Freddie Raymer made contact with Casey Kane down the front chute, and Raymer got into Craig Kinzer, and he came to a stop. Here's another look at it, even slower. Oh, yeah, they definitely made contact, and Freddie Raymer came down the track spinning, got into Craig Kinzer, and he came to a stop, and those two brought out the caution. The top 5 running order will look like this. Danny Dietrich is the leader. David Gravel will restart 2nd. Anthony Macri 3rd. Devin Borden 4th. And Kyle Larson 5th. Green again. Danny Dietrich with another great restart. Anthony Macri gets a better restart than David Gravel and gets by him. Here comes Kyle Larson up the inside. Not going to work out there. Dietrich's going to lead the lap. Here comes Spencer Baston up into the top 3. Green Wagner tries to take 4th from Larson. It does not work out. Dietrich continues to lead. Devin Borden up the inside of Spencer Baston, and he's going to take the 3rd position away. Double D continues to fly away from the field. Devin Borden tries to move on Anthony Macri. It does not work out. And Dietrich is closing in on the first lapped car, and he's got him on this lap. Depending on how this plays out, it could be good or bad for the leaders. As we have a 3-wide battle, Kyle Larson gets the best of it. Dietrich smacks the wall, and Macri gets by him. Trouble in front of the leaders. Brian Brown into the wall and upside down. Red flag is out. And for the second time in the feature, the red flag is out, this time for Brian Brown tipping over onto his side after jumping over the cushion and smacking the wall, doing a 270-degree angle circle, I guess. I don't know. We're going to look at the replay. Just jumped the cushion coming out of 4, and that bit him. The car did a 270, and now he's sitting on his side. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Brown is okay, as we just got word from the officials. He will be done for the night, however. And also, the 39M of Anthony Macri passed Danny Dietrich, but did not get to the start and finish line, so it does not count. Danny Dietrich will go back to the lead, and Danny Dietrich will be the first one to fire off on the restart at any time in the restart zone. And speaking of which, let's get there now. We're underway. Dietrich with yet another great restart, quickly pulling away from the Concrete Kid. Devin Borden looking up the inside of Kyle Larson. Not going to work out there. Here comes Logan Wagner to the inside of Macri to second for the moment. Macri takes the spot back. And now they go 3 wide for third. And Wagner's going to get the best of it. Trouble in turn number 2 and down the backstretch. Red flag is out. It is your leader. Danny Dietrich goes for a tumble and brings out the third red flag of the feature. And this changes everything. With 5 laps remaining, Danny Dietrich goes upside down and is going to hand the lead to the 39M of Anthony Macri. And we do have a replay of the incident. Here it is. Oh, man. Jumping the cushion, getting into the wall, digging in, just like every wreck tonight. And it ends the night for the 48 at Danny Dietrich. Let's take another look. He definitely dug in after jumping the cushion, or he wouldn't have started tumbling like that. Man, what a disaster for the Gary Kaufman Racing number 48. And ladies and gentlemen, Danny Dietrich is okay as the remains of the 48 are being towed back to the pit area. Danny said he was extremely frustrated about that, especially while leading. But, you know, stuff like that happens in sprint car racing. Anthony Macri takes back the lead, and we're going to head back to green. 5 to go. We're underway. Macri gets back on the gas and takes the lead into turn 1. Devin Borden up the inside, looking for second. He's got it. Larson looking to challenge him back. Here comes Logan Wagner there. 3 wide for just a moment. Devin Borden continues to have the second position. Coming to 3 laps to go for the Concrete Kid. Logan Wagner looks up the inside of Borden. He has it. Borden takes the spot back in turn 2. Macri beginning to see the tail end of the field as Borden continues to hold off Logan Wagner for second. Macri has reached lap traffic and comes to the white flag one more time around. He's been looking for his first win in the series, and it's going to come tonight. Anthony Macri wins the National Open. Finally, heartbreak after heartbreak, the Concrete Kid finally comes through to take his first win in the series here at the Williams Grove Speedway, and no better way to win it than the National Open. Once again, give it up for your 2024 National Open winner, the Concrete Kid, Anthony Macri. And falling just short of winning the 69 KL Logan Wagner. He had a strong run all night and fought Devin Borden for second in these final 5 laps and won the battle. Logan Wagner finishing second tonight. And rounding out the podium is the Daredevil, Devin Borden. Just like Logan, he had a strong run all night long, won his heat race, drew the number 6 in the redraw. He was definitely a contender for it. Ladies and gentlemen, Devin Borden finishing third. That sure was one great night of racing, a spectacular featured event, and Anthony Macri takes home $100,033. Now, before we head out tonight, we want to say one more time we give our sincere condolences to Riley Emig's family as he watched over us here tonight in the National Open. Fly high, Riley. We're all going to miss you. Thank you all so much for watching this year's Stop Motion National Open. Up next on the schedule for the World of Outlaws Stop Motion Sprint Car Series is Port Royal Speedway for none other than the Tuscarora 50. We hope to see you all there. Thank you all so much for watching. Chris Kraft signing out.